Hello, this is John and welcome to the final video, the third video in our series about how to rank in the Google 7-Pack for your local area. And by the end of this video, you're going to have all the information you need to rank in your local 7-Pack on Google page 1. So just again to emphasize, this is real. This is not some theory that we have come up with. This system has worked in practice in hundreds of cases. And I'd like to tell you I invented this whole system. Well, it wouldn't be exactly true. My internet background started out, I'm actually a musician, and I needed to promote my own music, so I got online for that purpose. I was making YouTube videos, and I noticed certain YouTube videos were able to rank higher in Google, and I started working on this, and I was able to get YouTube's to rank high in Google, and then I found out I can get websites to rank high in Google, and then I noticed something. I noticed that there's this Google Maps, which ranks local businesses, and so I started helping friends of mine. People had barber shops, auto body shops, dentists. I was able to get them to rank on the Google Maps. But then Google changed their system and it was harder again. So I went into this search and I actually spent thousands of dollars going to many top consultants and classes and different gurus on this subject. And through all of this research, we found a way that foolproof works. You can get your local business onto this Maps 7-Pack. So that's really how this came for me. And just to show you that this is real, here are just some leads that we've seen come in from doing this exact system that we're telling you about here. So this is real. These are real leads coming in. In fact, no one can say 100% sure. You're not, with the internet type of thing that we're involved in, you cannot say you're going to get 25 calls within the first 14 days. You just can't say that because it doesn't work like that. But we have seen people routinely get 30 to 50 extra calls a month for their business. There was a tattoo shop that used this system. They got 97 calls in the first 3 weeks. So you will get results. I mean, it's just common sense. 70% of the people are going to Google. If you're there, you're going to get noticed. And again, there's the mobile optimization and all the other factors we've been talking about. So now we're going to talk about these backlinks. And backlinks are a very important thing. As I mentioned in the last video, Google says that if someone with high authority is linking to you, that automatically gives you more authority. Maybe some of you know the website Huffington Post. Huffington Post is a huge website. Millions of people are reading the site, so it has a very high authority. It has a high authority because it has a lot of links to it, a lot of links from it, a lot of people are watching it. It has a very high. So if you were to get Huffington Post, for instance, to put a backlink about you on their home page, it would do wonders for your website. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen. So we have to get creative and figure out how we're going to get some backlinks from sites that have authority to boost up your site. So what I'm going to do right now is hop on the computer and we're going to have a discussion about this. Okay, so I'm on a site here known as majestic.com, and this is a site that can help us understand backlinks and actually reverse engineer the backlinks of our competitors. In a similar way, if you remember in the last video we talked about citations, how we used Whitespark to see what citations our competitors are using. From that we could actually have an idea of how many citations we need to get, plus we could also go and find different ideas for citation sites to get on. Well, this Majestic helps us do the similar thing, only with the backlinks. So if we go on, we were talking earlier about dentist. If I put dentist in here, this will get us a dentist in Petaluma because I live in Petaluma. We can just start to see, here's the map section right here. So we can just take a look at some of these sites here. Here's one right here. Let's take this site. We're going to go over to Majestic. We'll take the HTTP in here. And we're going to see what's going on with this site. So right away, we're going to see some factors here. They have something called trust flow, citation flow. And here we have very specifically 41 external backlinks, 23 referring domains. Now you may not understand what that means exactly, but basically it means what it says. There's 41 external backlinks going to this site from 23 different domains. So in some cases, some of the domains might have 2 backlinks going to it. So anyway, this gives us an idea of what we need to do. even if you don't understand backlinks, what you need to know is that, well, you probably want to have at least 50 backlinks and at least 25 or 26 referring domains. So this is very good information for us to know, so we know what we have to do for our backlinking campaign if we want to compete in the MAPS listing for dentist in Petaluma. And again, this would be very different. If we're going to New York City or San Francisco, you would probably see much higher backlinks, much higher referring domains. So really, it's really important to do this research for your niche and your area because it's going to differ widely. But basically, this is not too scary. 41 backlinks, 23 referring domains. This is something that can be done, pretty straight ahead. If we go down here, we also see something called anchor text analysis. Anchor text is the actual link that's used on another site to link back to your site. So in this case, all these different types of backlinks are going to this website. This website is Petaluma Dentist Permella Dental Care, PetalomaGreenDentist.com. Here are the actual links. Now what you'll see is that there's a pretty good diversity. If you were to have 90% of the links say dentist in Petaluma, this would actually not be good. That's what Google would actually penalize you if you have 90% of the links going to just one link, because that's not natural. So here's a pretty good diversity of links going on here. And we would want to do the similar type of diversity when we're building the links to our website. You don't want to have spamming just one anchor text over and over again. That doesn't work with Google anymore. So, and now a very valuable thing also from this analysis, we can go and look at the actual, well, we can first look at the referring domains. There's a few, here's some referring domains, various different things. We have some sort of dental websites, some press release, Best of the Bay, some other kind of directory sites, etc., etc. So we can see what the sites are remembering, what trust flow those sites that are referring have, what their Alexa rank is. So some of these sites are more powerful, some are not as powerful, so forth and so on. Some of these sites were actually put up by, it looks like, Permella themselves. So in some senses, they built their own sites to link to. Now that's something that gets into the realm of a private blog network. Or they have other Permella Dental Care, Permella Dental. They have quite a few sites that they've created that they're referring to themselves. So that, of course, is another tactic that can be done. But we can actually go and look at their specific backlinks. We can see, for instance, this site right here, Red's Dentists. This looks to be some type of directory site. So it might be possible that if you're a dentist and you want to be ranked high in the maps in Petaluma, you might be able to get on the same directory. We can look at some of these other, whoops, let me get back onto that there. Here's one, looks like Sonoma County Org. This is a green business listings. So almost certainly this is probably something we could get on, green business listings. So basically, I think you can see here, using this Majestic tool, we can just go back and reverse engineer Best of the Bay. There's a health dentistry look, Patient Connect 365. There's all kinds of things that we can do. Okay, this is one where it looks like this might be their own site. Oh no, maybe this is Patient Connect 365. Anyway, you can go back and you can reverse engineer these backlinks. And now you see how using Majestic, we can reverse engineer backlinks in the same way we could reverse engineer citations with Whitespark. So if you follow these steps, you're going to have, this is going to work. However, maybe you've seen by now there are a lot of details and there is a way of doing this the right way, and there is something to having experience with this. You're going to have to find your categories, find your keywords. You have to find your keywords, you have to get content written for those keywords. You want to link that content properly on your site. You want to get the citations the proper way. You want to also get these backlinks and reverse engineer those backlinks. If for some reason you cannot get enough backlinks, you may need to get backlinks from other sources, such as private blog networks. So you may be thinking to yourself, wow, I really would like to have this done, but really my main focus is on my business. This internet stuff is great. I know I need to utilize it, but some people have come to us and said, can you do this for me? Can you go through this whole process? And yes, we can. In fact, we're experts at doing this. This system has been used in hundreds of cases. So this system has evolved and proven itself in many, 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 many cases, in many, many different niches. So if you'd like to have this done for you, that's great. We're available. If not, and you've learned something from these videos, that's great also. But if you would like our help, all you need to do is just complete the form below here. And what we'll do is we'll have a chat, and we'll just see exactly what is your situation and what can be done, and not a heavy sales pitch, just to see if this is right for you. In some cases, I cannot help you, because actually we have very limited openings for this service. That's because we will only go into one niche per area. In other words, if you're a dentist in Santa Rosa, I cannot work with you because I already am working with a dentist in Santa Rosa. And so, it would be a conflict of interest. I would be competing against myself. So if you're listening to this video, probably somebody else in your town or area may be listening to it also. And I really can't take both of you. So if you're interested, I would advise, give me a call as soon as you can. Put your information there. I need to know about your website, some more information so I can do some proper research. And we can just see if it's a fit. And we'll go ahead and just do this work for you. So regardless, I hope you've learned a lot from this. And it's really important to understand how this thing that we call Google works and how this search engine optimization works, because it really does affect the bottom line of your business. So thanks again for listening, and I look forward to hearing from some of you, and for the rest of you, thanks again, and I hope you learned something. All right, bye-bye.